Hi everyone, it's Nubian Sun Ra back with another video. And I was just thinking earlier today on how many things we see on a regular basis that is served for programming a person's consciousness or to be planted in the subconscious. And once we awaken, how many different perspectives we gain from seeing these things on a higher level or a deeper level, depending on which spectrum you want to speak on. And I just say this because a lot of times, whenever we are out and we see billboards, and a lot of times the billboards have a representation on it, and it's a certain person, place, or thing depending on the product. So that is already putting us in a frame of mind of competition and what we look like, because a lot of times you have to look a certain way to be appealing to a certain audience, to be able to be advertised in business when it comes to movies or parts and jobs and things like that. It's like that when it comes to just about everything. And a lot of times it is very helpful when it comes to representation, because you do want it to be a certain image that because you don't want to misrepresent what is being done or what you're advertising. So I understand that from that point of view. But a lot of times the representation and for the product or a representation for the part or the movie is always seen through the artist's eyes and not the eyes of how it really is in truth, and I find that to be misleading. And so whoever the person is, the creator, the artist that is filming such movie or advertising a product, so we get to see how that person views their product or that person's artist, or who they would want to play that part of that role, So we're pretty much just seeing from that person's perspective. And a lot of times the perspective is, it could be misleading, not on purpose. Sometimes it's just a perception, and we just want to just see that person's work for what it is and see how they see, and not try to change it, into something that we might feel is a better fit, And that's the same thing with like letting people be themselves and express themselves the way that they see fit, whether we agree with it or not. Because at the end of the day, no one really wants to be controlled. And the thing about order, that it's not controlling, it's reason. Having respect and reason is one thing, but trying to tell someone what to see and what to do is another different story. So whenever we are thinking that something is being misrepresented or that's not how it's supposed to be viewed through your perception. A lot of times we just have to take our ego out the way and see things for what it is from that perspective, even if it's not what we feel like it should be. Not everyone have to agree on things, but that's what make a group of people that are misfit. That's what make them all come together, is the fact that they're not all the same. Everyone contributes something different. And that's what makes the discussion. Like if we were to discuss a book, have a book club, a lot of people will have a different view on what they think the main character's actual character was. And it might even be different from the person that wrote the book and what they intended the character to be on. So I say that just to say that we have to reprogram ourselves to change narratives and actually view things from a different point of view sometimes. Even if we might not agree with it, we have to have knowledge on it, because this is reprogramming yourself to be able to understand other people, so you can be reasonable, so you can actually have healthy relationships and attract people that may be helpful to you on your path when you cross them. And when you cross them, you are good to them and not actually crossing them, And, a lot of times we are emotionally immature at the time of our growing process, to the point where we don't really catch that, But if you were to come across this video, I'm here to bring that to your attention, so you could maybe make some, evaluations to maybe if you want to move differently, because, this is probably a sign. You never know. Because, reprogramming is important, because reprogramming is what help people to go within to learn that most of the things that they feel like are threatening to them are not really threats. And that stops a lot of fear. And fear is a low vibration. So you're actually reprogramming yourself and you're raising your vibration while doing that. So I say that also to say, I hope you all are monitoring your thoughts, because of the different perspectives and narratives that are out here on a daily basis, even in social gatherings, because of a lot of statistics, and a lot of people are judgmental of, statistics and things like that. So whenever we look at someone or see someone, we automatically go into what we were taught and programmed. So whenever you are monitoring your thoughts, you are putting a question mark over that person and not judging that person, and actually on the outside looking in, instead of trying to talk, speak, think for that person and change that person into something of your own. That's okay to do. I'm not saying, not trying to tell anybody what to do. I'm just saying, this is a way to reprogram yourself to actually be more open-minded rather than closed off. Because when you're more open-minded, you are more in control of what you are saying, thinking, doing. And that gives you a better chance to heal faster, to come into realizations and activations faster. And it's a beautiful journey if you actually understand, how important it is and what it does. I can only explain but so much. But yeah, that's just some ideas that you all might I would suggest to use. Some of you might have an idea. It's like, okay, maybe I should try that, So, I hope you all are drinking your water, earthing, loving yourself, saying your affirmations, and peace and love.